For over 30 years, I've been observing the patients who come into my clinic. Some walk in on their own. Others arrive with support. Most people misjudge the reason behind the difference between these two groups, that it's not pain. It's not luck. It's not age, that it's leg strength. Quietly, gradually, week by week. After the age of 60, your legs begin to lose strength even if you feel fine. This is not a sudden collapse, but it is continuous, and most people don't notice it until something changes. Sitting down takes a little longer. You hesitate for a moment before stepping off a curb. You begin to hold onto furniture you never needed before. These are not inevitable signs of aging. They are early warnings of muscle loss. There is a medical term for this: sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. According to a comprehensive clinical review published in 2019 by the European Working Group on Sarcopenia in older people, leg strength in individuals over 60 can decline by 3 to 5% per year if no active measures are taken. That means the decline doesn't wait until your 80s. It starts now, quietly, within your daily life. And the advice you're given: walk more. Stay active. Hit your step count. Walking is good for your heart, good for circulation, good for your mood. But walking alone does not stop the loss of leg muscle. A 2021 study from McMaster University, which followed individuals aged 60 to 80, found that regular walking habits did not make a significant difference in preserving lower body strength or contraction capacity. Yet these are exactly the qualities you need to prevent falls and remain independent. In other words, you can walk every day and still lose strength. This is not your fault. It's incomplete advice, because muscle responds not just to movement, but to resistance. In your 60s, your nervous system recruits fewer muscle fibers unless you intentionally challenge your muscles. Your fast-reacting balance muscles weaken first. As this happens, your body slows down and moves more cautiously. And over time, your confidence quietly fades. This is what we're really talking about today. Not fitness, not appearance, not pushing limits. Independence, being able to stand up from a chair without assistance. Regaining your balance when you trip. Trusting your legs. Here's the good news: this decline is manageable. It can be reversed. And it doesn't require a gym. In fact, some of the most effective leg strengthening exercises for people over 60 are done while sitting. Today, I'll show you 5 chair-based exercises, step by step, that directly target the muscles responsible for standing, balance, and fall prevention. These movements are safe, low risk, and supported by clinical research. But one of them stands out above the rest, and most people completely overlook it. I've saved why it's so important and how to do it correctly for the end. You can find all the study links in the description. Before we begin, write your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and respond to every comment. Let's begin. We're starting with exercise number 5, and this one may surprise you. Exercise 5. Seated knee extension. Most people underestimate this movement because it doesn't appear to require effort. No standing, no weights, no visible strain. But medically, it targets one of the most critical muscle groups in the aging body: the quadriceps femoris, the large muscle group at the front of the thigh. The quadriceps straighten the knee. They control your movement when standing up from a chair. They keep you stable when walking downhill. They absorb force if you miss a step. As these muscles weaken, the first thing people lose is confidence in rising from a seated position. The second is control on stairs. Eventually, they begin using their hands to stand. A 2018 study from the University of Pittsburgh's geriatrics department found that reduced quadriceps strength is one of the strongest predictors of future mobility limitations in individuals over 65. This muscle doesn't weaken suddenly. It weakens because it is no longer challenged through a full range of motion. How to do it: sit upright in a sturdy chair. Feet flat on the floor, hips supported at the back. Slowly raise one leg until your knee is fully extended without forcing it. Count 2 seconds up. Pause briefly at the top. Then lower it over 3 seconds. That slow lowering phase is critical. It's where the muscle rebuilds. 1 to 2 sets daily, 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. If it becomes easy after 2 weeks, add a third set. In later weeks, you can use light ankle weights as long as the movement stays controlled. Orthopedic specialists recommend this exercise because it strengthens without compressing the knee joint or exceeding its design limits. Functionally, this movement directly improves your ability to lift, control, and support your body weight safely. Exercise 4. Seated heel raise. This movement is often overlooked because people associate calf strength with sports. But medically, the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, the calf muscles, are primarily balance muscles. They stabilize the ankle. They correct your body when it sways. They are your first line of defense when you tripped. A 2020 balance study from Kyoto University showed that decreased calf strength significantly increases fall risk in individuals over 70 independent of overall fitness level. It's important to understand this. You don't fall because everything is weak. You fall because one system doesn't react fast enough. This exercise trains that system. How to do it? Sit upright. Feet flat, hip width apart. Slowly lift both heels while keeping the balls of your feet on the ground. 2 seconds up. Brief pause. 3 seconds down. Do 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. As you get stronger, progress to single leg heel raises. Orthopedically, this improves ankle stability without stressing the knees or hips. It supports balance recovery and walking confidence. Exercise 3. Seated march. Knee raise. This movement often looks like a warm-up, but it's not. When done correctly, it strengthens the hip flexors, lower abdominal stabilizers, and deep muscles that control pelvic balance. These muscles determine how cleanly you lift your foot while walking. They prevent shuffling and reduce the risk of tripping. A 2019 study from Monash University found that increased hip flexor strength significantly reduces gait instability in individuals over 65. How to do it? Sit upright without leaning back. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest as much as you can control. Lower it slowly, then switch sides. Tempo matters. 2 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Do 10 reps per leg, 1 to 2 sets. If your balance allows, lift your hands off the chair to engage your core and hips together. Experts recommend this exercise because it restores coordination between the legs and torso, coordination that quietly declines with age. If you found value in this video so far, press the like button so it can reach more people. And don't forget to subscribe. We publish new health videos every day. The next 2 exercises are where real strength preservation happens. And the number 1 exercise is the least known, but most critical for older adults. Exercise 2. Controlled slow sitting, partial chair squat descent. Most people think loss of strength causes falls. Clinically, that's only half true. Many falls happen because of a loss of controlled deceleration, the ability to slow your body down. The muscles responsible for this are the gluteus maximus, hamstrings, and deep hip stabilizers. These muscles don't just help you stand, they help you sit down safely. A 2020 study from the University of British Columbia found that older adults who lack controlled sitting strength have more than double the risk of balance-related falls within 12 months. Every time you drop into a chair, your brain learns to avoid that movement. Over time, you start avoiding sitting and standing altogether. This is how independence shrinks. How to do it? Sit at the edge of a sturdy chair. Feet flat, hip width apart. Lightly cross your arms or keep them near the armrests for safety. Lean slightly forward from the hips. Rise just a few centimeters, then slowly lower yourself back down over 4 to 5 seconds. Quiet, controlled, slow. As you get stronger, increase the height of the lift until it becomes a full stand and sit movement. Start with 1 to 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps every other day. Exercise 1. Seated leg press hold. Isometric press. This is the most overlooked exercise because it doesn't look like exercise, but neurologically, it's one of the most powerful ways to preserve leg strength after 60. This movement trains isometric strength, the ability to produce force without joint movement. This is exactly what your body does when trying to catch yourself from a fall. The quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings work together as one unit. A landmark 2017 study from the University of Copenhagen showed that isometric leg strength training can improve functional performance and reduce fall risk in individuals over 70 even without dynamic movement. How to do it? Sit upright. Feet flat on the floor. Press both feet firmly into the ground as if you're about to stand, but don't stand. Hold this pressure for 10 seconds. Breathe normally. Relax. Repeat 5 times daily. As it becomes easier, increase the hold to 15 seconds. This exercise teaches your nervous system to recruit muscle fibers quickly and safely. It's ideal for painful knees or hips, as it builds strength without joint movement. And here's why it matters. When you trip, you don't have time to think. Your legs must react instantly. This exercise trains that exact response. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need to push through pain. What you need is a few minutes, a few days a week of targeted resistance training. Clinically, we know that even 2 to 3 short sessions per week with properly selected lower body resistance can slow muscle loss, improve balance, and preserve function for years to come. Progress doesn't need to be aggressive. It needs to be consistent, small, controlled movements. Gradual progression. Listening to your body. That's how strength stays with you. At this stage, it's not about adding years to your life, it's about adding movement to every year you have. Share in the comments which exercise you'll start with. We read every comment. Your experiences help others feel less alone. All of our videos are designed to help you move safely, that it's not too late. You're not behind, and your body can still respond powerfully when guided the right way.